happy that I get to sit with you today and have a little chat. If you don't know me, my name is Mandy de Grace. I'm a Reiki practitioner and intuitive coach, and I also consider myself a spiritual seeker and a wellness lover. So, for the past week or so, I knew it was time for me to create another video, and I was like, what can I do that I haven't already done? And I thought about it like lately, a lot of my spiritual slash wellness practices have shifted, and I think it's because we are entering a new season, the season of fall. So I decided for this video that I'm going to share the practices and the habits that I am implementing right now for the season of fall. So I just want to start by saying these habits, these practices, can be applied in any season. It doesn't really have anything to do with fall. I just wanted to share the ones that I'm using right now because I want to let you guys into my world a little bit more. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I made a post yesterday talking about how I have 3 pillars in my work or in my brand, let's say. I have spirituality, wellness, and mindset. So, in other words, mind, body, soul, mindset, wellness or physical wellness, and soul being the spiritual part of my work. So, the reason I chose these pillars is because I believe in the holistic um, perspective on health. So I believe that all of these parts of yourself are interconnected, and to be truly healthy and happy, you have to look at all these different parts. That being said, I wanted to share my first practice that I have been doing for maybe 3 weeks now, and that would fit in the category of mindset. So this practice is actually really fun. So what you're going to do, you're going to get your journal, open it to a new page, and you're going to write as though you have become your ideal future self. So write in the present tense all the things that you have in your life that you are happy and grateful about. Like, for example, I have a new home with my boyfriend. I have an amazing career doing what I love. Go in detail and just write all the things that you want to have, but pretend it's already happening right now. Now, what you're going to do, you have to have a very clear image of that ideal future self as though you actually exist in the future, and try to develop a relationship with this person that is in the future. So, for example, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what would my ideal future self do right now? Would she just stay in bed and scroll on Instagram, or would she wake up, take a shower, get ready, and just seize the day? And every moment when you have a choice, when you're not sure what you're supposed to do, ask yourself, what would my ideal future self do right now, and do that. I found that this technique really helped me gain momentum in my day. So I noticed a difference in the past few weeks when I asked myself, what would my ideal future self do in this position? And I do that thing. I really feel like my day is so much more productive. I feel so much more energetic and happy and peaceful. Another thing that I have changed, which is like super minimal, but I think it still makes a difference. I have started drinking tea. So I mean I've drank tea before, but this is more like a ritual that I'm doing right now. In the morning I'll have green tea, and at night I'll have chamomile. I think that's how you say it in English, I'm not sure. But I've learned the hard way that if you try to change everything about your life overnight, it's just not gonna work. So it's better to have smaller little shifts that you can do over a long period of time. And that's when you're actually gonna see that your habits are getting better and better. So I am on a journey to really transform my relationship with food, and that was one of the things that I wanted to do, is drink more tea. So I'm thinking about other things that I shifted lately. One thing that I'm really trying to implement in my life is the principle that we should not take things personally. And I got that from the book, The Four Agreements. So in this book, he talks about four things that you should really implement in your life to live the most beautiful, peaceful life that you can live. Is be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. I've been really working on not taking anything personally because it really isn't personal. Like, people are living their own reality, and based on their experiences, their beliefs, and their filter of the world, they're going to perceive you in a different way. So they're not going to see you as the way you see yourself. So anything they say, good or bad, we shouldn't take it personally because it has nothing to do with us and everything to do with their perception of the world. What I am working on is appreciating myself and having a good opinion of my own self, good self-esteem and self-confidence. And so not taking things personally is definitely something that I have been working on. Another little ritual that I enjoy so much, and my boyfriend can attest to that because I'm always taking bubble baths. So almost every night I'll have a bath, and in my bath, like, I like having bath bombs and really making it a self-care ritual, like bubble bath and a candle if I can. And I do usually one of two things. Either I bring my Kindle and I read in it, or I meditate in my bath. So I'm really doing two things at once, like multitasking and getting, that physical relaxation at the same time that I'm learning something or that I'm meditating. Another thing that I just thought about that I want to share with you that I do a lot lately is I have this mantra in my head, and it's just do it. The Nike mantra or the Nike slogan or whatever. I don't even know if it's Adidas or Nike. Anyway, I say that all the time, like, Mandy, just do it. Just do it, because especially when it comes to my creative projects, like, for example, filming this video or doing a podcast or going to work out at the gym, sometimes I'm like, I procrastinate and I find excuses, and then I'm like, no, Mandy, just do it. You're gonna feel so much better after it's done. And usually it's just like getting traction. Then once you start, you're like, this is totally cool. Now I love this. And the last thing I wanted to share that I have been using a lot lately is a gratitude practice. I've always done the gratitude practice, but lately the way I do it is I go outside in nature and I really focus on being grateful for the earth. And that's something that a lot of yogis and monks do in their spiritual practice, is to give thanks to the earth. So I think about, like, not just for, there's so many things that the earth is giving us. It's literally giving us life, like food, water, air, a ground to walk on. Think about, like, how important the earth is. And so I really give thanks to the earth and recognize that without it, I wouldn't be here. So that's about it for the things that I have started doing in fall. I hope there was one of them in there that you were like, oh yeah, I'll try that for sure. Let me know in the comments if you tried any of them, or if you have your own spiritual practice that you want to share with us. Definitely share in the comments as well. For those of you who don't already know, I do have a podcast. It's called Hello Goddess. It's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So stay tuned, because I think I'm going to be releasing an episode within the next week. Also, if you're interested in working with me, I do one-on-one sessions. Right now, I would only be able to do the Zoom version of it, so just let me know. It's because of whatever's happening with COVID right now. I can't see people face to face, but yeah, and I'm just hoping that you guys are having a beautiful month of October, sending you all of the love and the light and the Reiki energy.